Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of Mountain State Bowling, sponsored by C. Adam Tony Tire Pros. I'm Bill Laird along with Jerry Maxwell, and we're coming to you today from Galaxy Lane in Kanawha City in what promises to be a great show. Featured here today will be youth bowlers, and this is the Saturday Youth Baker Team Qualifier. And Jerry Maxwell, again, you put a great focus on the importance of youth bowling, as does our good friend Charlie Tony. Truly, young bowlers are the future of the sport.
There's no doubt about that, Bill. As you know, we've had several different youth shows already, and these guys wanted to get as many kids on TV today as we could, because these kids have worked hard the last 4 weeks to try to make the TV show. We've got 3 age groups here, and there's the top 3 bowlers in each age group that are going to be bowling a couple Baker games, as we've seen adults on TV bowling Baker games already now. But these guys are going to give us everything they've got today for bragging rights. So we really appreciate them being here.
No doubt, and I see some familiar faces. We've got some veterans that have been on the show before earlier this year.
Well, there's no doubt about that. There is some experience here, along with some great league bowlers, and these kids have been in the program for quite some time, and we're really looking forward to them having fun today.
Absolutely. Well, again, our bowlers have been warming up. They're standing by, so if you would just go ahead and introduce our bowlers here today.
Absolutely. In our prep division, our prep bantam division, the leader in the scratch part was Dean Kelly. Dean, good luck today, buddy. You and Trent and Dekari have some fun. All right, and our second bowler is Trent. He was the high handicap bowler out of the group. And Trent, we're glad you're here today bowling with Dean and Dekari. You go have some fun, okay? And our third qualifier in the handicap there was Dekari Leftwich. Dekari, come on over, buddy. We're glad you're here, and we know you're going to have fun. I know you've been trying to get on TV, so today's the day. In our junior division, Hermione Myers. Hermione was our high scratch in the junior division, and Hermione's a veteran here. She's bowled on TV, and we appreciate you leading the scratch, and you all have some fun bowling with Caden and Steven. Caden Scott. Caden's in our youth league Saturdays, and he was our high handicap qualifier here, and Caden's one of our Capitol High School kids also, and we're looking forward to you bowling today with your Baker friends and having fun. And Stephen Taylor. Stephen is a veteran on the show. He's a champion, actually. He has qualified second in the handicap division out of our Baker youth. And Stephen, you're bringing up the bottom of the team. So let's all have some fun and roll them hard. And in our major division, we've got Jacob Dempsey. Jacob is our high scratch qualifier, and Jacob's been putting on some pretty good shows here lately in our youth leagues and in high school bowling, and he's our high scratch today, and we're looking forward to him bringing on with Matt and Raylan. So we got Matthew Shannon. Matt is the high handicap qualifier here today, and we're looking forward to Matt. He's also on our Riverside High School team. Matt, good luck. And Raylan Bowles is our second high handicap qualifier today. Raylan's a TV veteran. She bowled with her dad on our Firecracker show, Bill. So we're looking forward to you guys having fun.
Okay, great. And again, heavy emphasis on having fun. That's the name of the game. And great show coming up, folks, as we feature youth bowling here, the Saturday Youth Baker Team Qualifier here at Galaxy Lanes in Kanawha City. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break for our sponsors and be right back to Mountain State Bowling. So stay tuned, stay with us. We'll be right back.
There's only one right choice for quality tires and service. C. Adam Tony Tire Pros is family owned and operated since 1980. We've been West Virginia's premier tire retailer, offering fast and friendly service. We carry all major brand tires, including Michelin. Michelin offers safe, fuel-efficient, long-lasting tires that provide exceptional performance and extraordinary value. We also offer the industry's strongest warranty package, featuring free roadside assistance, plus simple and fast financing with the Tire Pros Preferred Credit Card. Visit us in Oak Hill or Beckley today. Online at cadamtonytires.com.
Hi, John Brenneman's here, and look at this. We have Christmas now at the depot.
Boy, these are pretty trees, aren't they?
Crickmore Farms from Fayette County supplied all the trees that we have this year. We have 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot, and can get even larger trees to make sure that you have the best of holidays. Not only do we have your decorations and your trees, but we also have these beautiful wreaths supplied by Crickmer Farms. An old-fashioned Christmas starts at the Depot in Oak Hill, West Virginia. Our hours are Tuesday through Saturday from 11 to 7 and Sunday 1 to 6.
Tyree Funeral Home of Oak Hill and Mount Hope is happy to help provide television coverage of local high school sports. Tyree Funeral Home has proudly served our community since 1915. Joe Tyree, third-generation owner of Tyree Funeral Home, was honored to provide the same level of professional care to the family of singer Hank Williams following his untimely death in 1953. Staffed 24 hours a day, we provide at-need as well as pre-need funeral services. From the traditional to immediate cremation, we are here to meet your need. Call 304-469-3351. Joseph P. Tyree, licensee in charge.
Jackson's Meat Shop, Webster Road in Summersville. We carry unique items for your shopping convenience. Locally made candles, locally made apple butter, unique jams, canning supplies, oil and antifreeze products for your car. We have homegrown buckwheat flour, old-fashioned bread and butter, items you won't find anywhere else. Jackson's Meat Shop, Webster Road. Check out the old-time candy store inside our showroom. Browse through a large selection of fresh meats, New York strips, ribeye, and tenderloins throughout the store. All fresh and vacuum sealed. Jackson's Meat Shop, Webster Road in Summersville. We carry unique items. Our number is 304-872-0209. Fire Creek Barbecue and Steaks, 310 Keller Avenue, Fayetteville. Come in and discover for yourself why Fire Creek is the place to be in Fayetteville. Try our fantastic steaks and mouth-watering barbecue. You won't be disappointed. Try our Tuesday special, steak and baked potato for just $10. And Wednesday, 25 wings for $20. Thursday is pasta night. Weekend specials all weekend. Fire Creek Barbecue and Steaks, 310 Keller Avenue, Fayetteville. Our hours of operation, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Friday and Saturday, 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. Sunday, 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. Call 304-900-5505. Fire Creek Barbecue and Steaks, because nothing beats great food and good company.
Hi, I'm Deanna Valentine, and kids are our future. At Alloy Federal Credit Union, we offer accounts for even our smallest members so they can help save for the future, like a trip to Disney World or college. And as a mom, this is my daughter, Kendi Marie.
And I have accounts at Alloy Federal Credit Union.
Alloy Federal Credit Union has 2 locations serving you. One at 515 Hinkle Road, right here in Fayetteville at Doug Village Shops, and we are also located at 3574 Midland Trail, Alloy, West Virginia.
Alloy Federal Credit Union, bridging the gap to all of Fayette County and supporting local high school sports.
Merle Norman invites you to their Christmas Sales Spectacular at Merle Norman in the Crossroads Mall and our location in Lewisburg. Check out all the deals, Mariana Jewelry, live in color. Your kids will love our warmies, snuggable, huggable, and lovable. Hey, you put them in the microwave and the kids will love them. And there's something for everyone during our big Christmas sales savings event at Merle Norman, Crossroads Mall, and in Lewisburg. Simply Southern Shirts priced to move. Names like Brighton. Of course, our beautiful Merle Norman Cosmetics line, too. Get your loved one that special gift from Simply Southern. Tyler candles are in stock, Spartina, Brighton, and much more. Vera Bradley purses too. Hey, it's all happening during the big Christmas sales spectacular at Merle Norman, Crossroads Mall, Beckley, and in Lewisburg. Don't miss out on these savings at Merle Norman. Add us to your Christmas shopping list. Merle Norman, Crossroads Mall. Call 304-255-7758.
Welcome back to Mountain State Bowling, sponsored by C. Adam Tony Tire Pros. I'm Bill Laird along with Jerry Maxwell, and again, our feature today is Saturday Youth Baker Team Qualifier. Young people here at Galaxy Lanes, again, part of a developmental process in dealing with youth bowling. And Jerry, we're joined by a special guest who's agreed to sit in on this segment, Joanne Myers, and I'm going to introduce her as kind of a bowling mom. You know, we have soccer moms and football moms. I guess we can have bowling moms. And again, she has a contestant here that's going to be bowling, I guess, on television today. So, Joanne, welcome. Welcome to Mountain State Bowling. And we were talking earlier, bowling is literally an activity that's meant for the whole family. It's something that you can enjoy with your kids. Tell us a little bit about bowling and what it means to you and your family.
Excitement and fun, and we can all do this together. It's my husband and both of my girls and me. We really enjoy it.
That's an important part of it, and we're certainly glad to have you joining and sitting in with us as we offer commentary on this event here today. So, again, Jerry, I guess our youth bowlers are warmed up, ready to roll. So I think it's time to start bowling.
Let's get them going, Bill. They're ready to strike and spare.
Okay, so we'll reposition ourselves here, and we'll go ahead and first bowler's up, and we'll get right to it here, too.
Well, Bill Baker came out of the collegiate levels here over the last few years, but it started back in the adult early 90s. They had large team challenges, and large team challenges to promote five-man teams to where they have bowler 1 bowls 1 frame, and then the 5th frame and the 10th frame, and bowler 2 bowls the 2nd, the 6th, and so on. And they take turns in the one game, and their 3-member teams here today are actually bowling one line as a team unit.
Gotcha.
So this is going to be a nice challenge for them to do this as a team. There used to be a tournament called the World Team Challenge Brunswick put on years ago that was very big back in the mid-'80s, and it traveled all over the country, and it's became popular. And the collegiate kids these days, that's the way their finals are running, and we're teaching it now to our youth bowlers here at Galaxy Lanes as the high school bowling programs have progressed with this also.
Okay, absolutely. So our first bowlers are up and shooting spares, and how about that?
Good job, Dean.
Nice spare for Dean. Dean covered a hard one in the first frame to get those TV jitters out of the way. It's his first time on TV, Dean Kelly.
And I tell you, Hermione makes it look easy there.
Say something about your daughter's shot there, Joe. She just made 2 good shots in a row.
Yeah, she made a nice spare.
The 6-pin.
Wow.
Trent on lane 3 in the prep division. Our prep division is on the left lane, and Dean is your high scratch fella, and then Trent, and then Dekari. They're putting together their team game. And then on the right lane, we've got Hermione is with Caden and Steven. And in the junior division, we've got Jacob, Matt, and Raylan. So this is for bragging rights, Bill. It's we're having some fun with this. We wanted to get as many kids on television as we could this time. And you can see that we've got all 3 levels of talent here in all age groups. You can see our age groups. We're 12 and under, and then 13 to 15, and then 18 and under. So this is what it's all about.
You bet. You bet.
This is Caden Scott on lane 4, and Caden is up here. He's a member of the Capitol High School team, and Caden's kind of a beginner, huh, Joe?
Yes, and he's starting off really well.
He has. He's taken a very good interest in the sport, and his family's very supportive, and we appreciate having them. And this is Dean on our left lane. He's our high scratch qualifier in the prep division. And Dean Kelly, he's got the high average in our league also, Joe, of about 155, and Dean's 11 years old.
Yes, he's very good.
Last week, Dean had a high game of 243. We have a scratch roll-off each week for the kids, and we seed the high 2 scratch kids in the youngest age group over to the oldest, and Dean finished second last week. So we're trying to get it going here and keep them going. Tough break for Caden there. He chopped off the head pin and left a 3-6, so he'll be back for his next frame. Trent Naylor on lane 3. He's bowled on television before, and Trent, he's got the unique style of a two-hander, and he's coming along, and we're excited to have Trent here. Trent's average is about 136 on TV.
Yes.
So what happened? He just kind of had a bad break, huh?
Yeah. He really knows how to hook that ball.
He turns it, doesn't he, Joe?
Yes, he sure does.
So our little fellow on lane 3, Dekari, is 11 years old, and Dekari Leftwich, his mom and dad here have been around now for about 4 years with his younger brother, Dekari, and Dekari, he last week, didn't he win the handicap division in the older kids, Joe?
I think so.
He sure did. He popped up there and won that division, so he got off to a little rough start here with a 6-pin washout. And
that's a kid that loves to practice and loves to bowl.
There's
he
no
was
doubt
here
about
bowling
it.
Wednesday night, bowled about 16 games, I do believe.
He rolls one ball after another, there's no doubt. So on lane 4, Stephen Taylor, we recognize Stephen as one of our junior champions on television here in our last episode, and we're looking for Stephen to have a good day. He qualified 3rd on the junior team.
Good
Made
pickup.
that look easy. What a nice pickup for Stephen there.
Yeah, he's got his spare ball working today, and nice delivery, nice follow through, and that's what it takes. Tough break for Dean. Dean kind of ball stuck on his thumb a little as he missed his spare. But all of these kids are champions throughout our league, and they give it their all on Saturday mornings.
They sure do. I love watching them. They give it their all every weekend.
Absolutely, Joe. And you know, your kids, Hermione and Ellie, they've been here with us now for about 5 years, and we've been talking about scholarship money over periods of time, and you know, as some have came and gone, we always talk about money that's available to kids through bowling. That's a nice strike by Raylan. Raylan got her little crossover strike there, and kind of helps work out the bugs. Trenton had his unique backward spin going for that spare, Bill. He just missed one.
Just missed it.
But back to the scholarship, Joe. I'm sure as your children have gotten older, and Ellie's a senior in high school, and Hermione is just now
A freshman.
she's a freshman, and these kids are building up scholarship money, and we've still got a lot of bowling to do.
That's right. And every little bit they make helps.
That's right. It can go toward
Paying for their books for college or towards their tuition.
Exactly, and it can be used toward training classes and special education, and it's there until they're seniors in high school. It's deposited into their USBC youth membership number in the 529 program. So we've got Jacob Dempsey coming up on lane 4, and Jacob led the team off with a strike in the first frame, and Jacob's one of our Riverside High School state champions last year, and recently, in 2 weeks ago, in our high school practice night, on our white tee pattern that the kids bowl on in their competitions, Jacob shot 794.
Wow.
Almost an 800 series, Bill, and had the first 9 strikes. We thought he was going to shoot him a 300 game.
That's impressive.
Okay, Dean, hold on. Oh!
Tell you.
Good job, Dean.
So Dean holds on there to make his spare, to keep his team going, and makes things a lot of fun. We tell him to keep on mowing on lane 3, just so we can keep something going. Just walk down there and tell him. Put your hand over your leg.
You know, Jerry, again, with young people, you know, they certainly have a competitive streak. Everybody likes to, irrespective of what activity you do, you want to do it well. But again, part of the sport of bowling is, developing fundamentally good skills, improving on your technique, a lot of room. It's certainly an activity that practice has an awful lot to do with outcomes, I'm sure.
Absolutely, Bill, and the consistency of any sport, you have to continue, repetition in any sport just to give yourself an opportunity to get better. And we have free practice here for the kids in our league, and we teach these kids how to bowl match play. We give them a reason to want to be here, and the more competition we can give them on a single elimination type basis, the more hungry they get. And they want to be that winner. They want to be that winner. Because Joe, December the 15th is our last Saturday morning in this segment for our fall segment for our youth. And so tell us a little bit about what happens on that day.
We have a very special blow-off. And the kids have a big competition and have a lot of fun.
They do, and they know they're bowling for about a $1,400 prize purse on Saturday morning, and come December the 15th, and every kid's going to want to get their biggest piece of that.
That's right.
Yeah. So
they like earning that money.
Yes, each age division is going to be represented well, and it'll get pretty big because we'll have 3 winners on that day. So we'll come back after January the 4th and start our program again, and it'll run up until about, the 1st of April?
Yes. We have strike shot, and the kids win money from that, and it goes in their scholarship fund.
Yep.
And they get really excited about that on Saturday mornings.
That's right. We every amount of money they win, Bill, goes into their scholarship fund, and we kid them about who's awake. Because when everybody rolls in the door, they're fresh out of the car, even taking a nap to the bowling alley. But by gosh, when the pin setters are turned on, they want to get with it.
Come alive.
So Stephen, here on lane 4, oh goodness, right through the middle. Kind of an odd looking spare. So these kids on lane 3, they're bowling up a storm and having some fun.
That's right.
They're throwing one frame after another. They're not going to leave anything out of this, Bill.
They put it all out there.
Stephen has a good chance. Oh, wow, that was close. That's probably one of the toughest spares on the board there. Stephen left the 2-8-6-10. My, what a hard spare.
Woo!
All right.
Dean got that one.
11-year-old Dean makes the 4-pin look easy, and here comes Big Trent, and let's see if Trent can give us a strike.
Very close.
It was a nice shot there. He left a little shaker 7-pin on his ball, and his favorite spares are probably on the left side as much as his ball curves.
Ooh, Raylan got a strike.
There's Raylan. She's got her another strike. I think that's her second one of the game.
Sure is.
There, look at Trent's ball curve over there.
Woo.
That's part of where that
Good
two-handed
job,
bowling is
Trent.
becoming more popular. Kids can spin the ball from right to left, and just the ball crawls over there and gets those spares. Well, Hermali's really came along in the last few weeks. Of course, these kids her age, they grow about 3 inches, it seems, a month, Bill. And she just continues to get bigger and stronger. And being 14 years old, she's going to be a tough competitor here as time goes on. Tough break for Hermali. She did pull it a little bit and miss her spare. Dekari on lane 3 over there. He's left a 4-7. And Dekari's got a really nice release.
Yes, he does.
Sometimes he gets in a little bit too big of a hurry. And if Santa Claus could bring Dekari anything, it needs to bring him the ability to slow down and get set up. So we're going to have to work with him on that, and Santa bring him a special gift.
Nice strike by Jacob.
That's the kind of strikes we're used to seeing out of Jacob, and he missed a 10-pin a second ago, but You know, it's everybody's human. We'll miss a spare every now and then, but that's the way you strike right there. Dean on the left lane's left at 3.56. A little wide in the pocket there as his ball didn't quite curve enough. So Caden's got nice form on lane 4. He's just really simple 4 steps. Nice controlled loft and keeps the ball in the pocket area. Good job, Caden.
Nice pick up there.
Yeah, good spare from Dean. That's a hard spare to make going across lane.
So Jerry, let me ask you, again, everybody has a little different style, a little different technique. You know, in instructing youth bowlers, do you try to change their style and technique, or do you try to improve upon what their technique is? I'm sure there's certain things you can do right and wrong, but everybody's a little bit different in the way in which they throw a bowling ball. So I guess that's a hotly debated topic in terms of how you properly instruct in a developmental process with youth bowling.
Well, it sure is, and you know, a lot of kids come out, if they're total beginners, you have a better chance of working them into a desired style, and they have a chance to become a better bowler quick, because there's not a whole lot of changes to be made other than teaching them fundamental. And when you teach them fundamental, they work toward that. It's just like Caden here. He's only been bowling about 3.5 months, and that's a pretty good picture of what can happen in a short period of time.
Right.
And Raylan also. But yes, Bill, it is, teaching is quite unique these days, because you have to go from the feet up and teach what any bowlers their capabilities are. You just have to work with each individual differently.
So sometimes I guess it's good to develop it right from the beginning rather than trying to correct something that's been already established, I guess.
Exactly, too, because, you know, there's many personalities, and you're not only dealing with physical fundamentals, you're dealing with a child's personality and their abilities. So we all have to take that into consideration and try to do the best we can. And that's why classes are offered from USBC for adults and coaches to take classes so they can become a little more familiar. They forget once that they were a beginner, and they've got to put themselves in a position to where they remember what it's like being a beginner and teach like a beginner. Nice try from Dean. Dean had left that 6-7-10 split over there, and he was just almost on the verge of making that.
That was remarkable.
So,
Joe, go down and stop there for just a minute,
please, Dekari.
Okay, Hermile is up, and just a little wide there.
So what do we got there, Joe? We've got a junior score of 111, and it looks like the Bantams had 127. Is that what that is? So, you know, some for the first time bowling on TV, Bill, it's, you know, that's all part of lessons too, and you've got to just do what you got to do and do the best you can.
No doubt. Absolutely. But again, what a great experience. I'm sure kids like the idea of competing with the opportunity to come on television and showcase their talents.
Well, as Joe knows, we had talked about this. This is probably the best way we could have got as many kids on TV as we could at once, you know. And if Jacob strikes out here, the major team can have about 178, and that's 2 very nice strikes by Jacob. Jacob's league average on Saturday morning is 207, I believe. 207. And I think on the white 2 pattern on the high school, his average is about 200. So with that 795 series he bowled into practice the other day, that's pretty substantial.
So I guess
Something to
Riverside,
watch out for.
Yes.
Riverside's in a position to defend their state championship this year. Is that correct?
Well, this will be the third stop for high school coming up here on December the 9th. Like I said, tomorrow is the day at Town and Country, but December the 9th is their chance to just continue their trek, and just try to be good.
Yeah. Okay, I believe that did that complete our first game of competition here. And again, I think we're going to have some adjustments in the lane assignments, and we'll be set and ready to go for our second game coming up. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break and be right back to Galaxy Lanes for the Saturday Youth Baker Team Qualifier here at Galaxy Lanes in Kanawha City. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
There's only one right choice for quality tires and service. See Adam Tony Tire Pros is family owned and operated since 1980. We've been West Virginia's premier tire retailer, offering fast and friendly service. We carry all major brand tires, including Michelin. Michelin offers safe, fuel-efficient, long-lasting tires that provide exceptional performance and extraordinary value. We also offer the industry's strongest warranty package, featuring free roadside assistance, plus simple and fast financing with the Tire Pros preferred credit card. Visit us in Oak Hill or Beckley today. Online at cadamtonytires.com.
Hi, John Brenneman's here, and look at this. We have Christmas now at the depot.
Boy, these are pretty trees, aren't they?
Crickmore Farms from Fayette County supplied all the trees that we have this year. We have 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot, and can get even larger trees to make sure that you have the best of holidays. Not only do we have your decorations and your trees, but we also have these beautiful wreaths supplied by Crickmore Farms. An old-fashioned Christmas starts at the depot in Oak Hill, West Virginia. Our hours are Tuesday through Saturday from 11 to 7 and Sunday 1 to 6.
Tyree Funeral Home of Oak Hill and Mount Hope is happy to help provide television coverage of local high school sports. Tyree Funeral Home has proudly served our community since 1915. Joe Tyree, third-generation owner of Tyree Funeral Home, was honored to provide the same level of professional care to the family of singer Hank Williams following his untimely death in 1953. Staffed 24 hours a day, we provide at-need as well as pre-need funeral services. From the traditional to immediate cremation, we are here to meet your need. Call 304-469-3351. Joseph P. Tyree, licensee in charge.
Jackson's Meat Shop, Webster Road in Summersville. We carry unique items for your shopping convenience. Locally made candles, locally made apple butter, unique jams, canning supplies, oil and antifreeze products for your car. We have homegrown buckwheat flour, old-fashioned bread and butter, items you won't find anywhere else. Jackson's Meat Shop, Webster Road. Check out the old-time candy store inside our showroom. Browse through a large selection of fresh meats, New York strips, ribeye, and tenderloins throughout the store. All fresh and vacuum sealed. Jackson's Meat Shop, Webster Road in Summersville. We carry unique items. Our number is 304-872-0209. Fire Creek Barbecue and Steaks, 310 Keller Avenue, Fayetteville. Come in and discover for yourself why Fire Creek is the place to be in Fayetteville. Try our fantastic steaks and mouth-watering barbecue. You won't be disappointed. Try our Tuesday special, steak and baked potato for just $10. And Wednesday, 25 wings for $20. Thursday is pasta night. Weekend specials all weekend. Fire Creek Barbecue and Steaks, 310 Keller Avenue, Fayetteville. Our hours of operation, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Friday and Saturday, 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. Sunday, 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. Call 304-900-5505. Fire Creek Barbecue and Steaks, because nothing beats great food and good company.
Hi, I'm Deanna Valentine, and kids are our future. At Alloy Federal Credit Union, we offer accounts for even our smallest members so they can help save for the future, like a trip to Disney World or college. And as a mom, this is my daughter, Kendi Marie.
And I have accounts at Alloy Federal Credit Union.
Alloy Federal Credit Union has 2 locations serving you. One at 515 Hinkle Road, right here in Fayetteville at Doug Village Shops, and we are also located at 3574 Midland Trail, Alloy, West Virginia.
Alloy Federal Credit Union, bridging the gap to all of Fayette County and supporting local high school sports.
Merle Norman invites you to their Christmas Sales Spectacular at Merle Norman in the Crossroads Mall and our location in Lewisburg. Check out all the deals, Mariana Jewelry, live in color. Your kids will love our warmies, snuggable, huggable, and lovable. Hey, you put them in the microwave and the kids will love them. And there's something for everyone during our big Christmas sales savings event at Merle Norman, Crossroads Mall, and in Lewisburg. Simply Southern Shirts priced to move. Names like Brighton. Of course, our beautiful Merle Norman Cosmetics line, too. Get your loved one that special gift from Simply Southern. Tyler candles are in stock, Spartina, Brighton, and much more. Vera Bradley purses too. Hey, it's all happening during the big Christmas sales spectacular at Merle Norman, Crossroads Mall, Beckley, and in Lewisburg. Don't miss out on these savings at Merle Norman. Add us to your Christmas shopping list. Merle Norman, Crossroads Mall. Call 304-255-7758.
Okay, welcome back to Mountain State Bowling, sponsored by C. Adam Tony Tire Pros. I'm Bill Laird, along with Jerry Maxwell and Joanne Myers, and again, it's Saturday Youth Baker Team Qualifier here at Galaxy Lanes, and our bowlers are already up and at it, so let's get with it. And again, Dean, he's got a very smooth approach on that lane, Jerry, and has just solid mechanics for a young fella.
Dean is very serious about his bowling, trust me. He comes out here and he wants to bowl scratch. He wants to bowl against anybody. And last week in our scratch match play round after the league, Dean won his first match against, I think it was Daniel. He shot 243 against Daniel scratch, 11-year-old Dean.
Wow.
So really nice shot there by Jacob. He starts off with a really good strike. Caden was talking about how the lights have been bothering him a little bit, and I told him, I said, hey, focus on that target, buddy. Just get yourself back together.
That's right.
All right, see, he's cutting the ball a little bit short. He cut it a little short and held on to it a little too long, and that's kind of what happens when you hold on to it. Trenton made a really nice roll, Joe. He put his ball out and hit the pocket.
Let's see if he can get that spare.
He's got a little split there to contend with, so he'll be working with that. All right, come on, Stephen. You've left yourself a single pin spare. Let's see you pick it up, buddy. Look at Trent. Look at Trent.
Go, Trent.
That's a good try from Trent. He got at least one of the two, which is what we always shoot for splits. You want to get as much pin count as you can. Stephen's going to cover his spare.
All right, Stephen.
Good job.
Ooh, nice strike by Matt.
Yep, one of our Riverside bowlers, Matt Shannon. Matt got a nice looking strike on lane 3. He sure enjoys bowling Saturday morning, and this is his first year, Bill.
I'll tell you, the pace has picked up here as our bowlers took advantage of the break and regrouped.
There again, we're talking about Santa Claus. If we can get Santa to bring Dekari a gift to slow him down. We need him to pick up his ball and stop and get a little bit more focused before he starts, because that would sure make a difference. And in all honesty, for some beginners out there, and a good tip is to be sure and get yourself set before you start, because Joe, you know as a coach, practicing fundamental is everything, because you can hurt yourself.
Yes, you can. Steve always tells me to look at where you're standing, to know where you want to aim that ball, and focus.
Exactly. You have to be able to focus on what you're getting ready to do, and having a pre-planned thing and starting back and looking at where you're going to stand, and imagine yourself going through your shot and then rolling the ball before you even step up on the lane is very important. Makes a big difference. Okay, Raylan has carried a couple strikes on the left side earlier, but she made a nice approach. She's got very nice fundamentals, and Raylan is also, she just started back in this early spring, Bill, and she and her dad finished second in the firecracker tournament, and Raylan's really came along here. She's joined Capitol High School team and the regular on Saturday mornings. All right, tough break. She sent that one out just a little wide.
Steven left a little bit of a split there.
He got it out a little wide. It looked like he let up on his speed some, and that ball curved a little early, and that's what a left-hander leaves in the high pocket is the 6'9", and he's got his work cut out for him. So Dean has left the 139 spare. He's got a sleeper back there, Bill, and that's hard to cover.
It is tough indeed.
Oh. Thought Steven had a chance to make that.
You know, he made a run at it, that's for
that
sure.
ball was close.
Ooh, Dean picked that up.
He made a nice cover there. Like I said, he had the 9-pin sleeper, and that's a hard one to make. Miley made a nice approach. She kind of came up out of her shot a little bit, and it caused her to pull the ball some, which crosses over, and it leaves the 6-pin on the right side. Well, Jacob sent that out a little bit wide, and the ball didn't quite recover. It looked like his tempo was a little fast and didn't quite get it all.
Nice cover there.
That's what we practice, you know, when we're having high school practices and our youth practice. We work on our spares, and because spares make money and spares win matches, and that's the good thing. So everybody that's been in any kind of league, they know that the fundamentals are always come out on top. So here comes Trent again over on lane 3. He's got that ball coming up into the pocket, Bill. Oh, that's just a little bit of difference of a little bit lighter weight bowling ball to a little bit heavier ball. And Bill, that goes back to lessons. You know, you cannot use a bowling ball that is too heavy for you, because you sure want to be able to control it. Trent does an excellent job controlling his weight. As he gets older and bigger, those balls will start carrying better as he hits the pocket. Oh, and he got up and missed his spare.
You know, I guess that is a pretty important part of the developmental aspects of youth bowling is getting the right size and weight ball that you're comfortable with. What kind of advice do you give young bowlers and parents with respect to bowling balls, Jerry?
Well, as new bowlers come into Bowling Center and they're looking to purchase balls and bags and shoes for Christmas, and I'll say, well, the best thing to do is, what weight are you most comfortable with? What do you use when you come into Bowling Center? Well, and then we'll put a pair of shoes on them and take them down on the lane, and we'll talk about what their ball speed is, how they handle the weight of the ball, and then look at their true fundamental. And it's pretty easy when you have the playground here to give the lesson and then make a good directional decision.
Good pickup. Wow.
Matt had the 139 spare, and I think he just made a nice shot on that spare conversion, picking up that sleeper, Joe.
It looked really good.
He did, didn't he?
Stephen got a nice spare.
Stephen made 2 good shots in a row, hit the pocket, and then he covered his spare. Well, Dekari's left himself what they call a washout. A washout is if you leave the head pin, and like the 10 pin, that's the nickname for that spare, so he's got to hit that head pin on the left side to get it over to the 10. He very well may do it, Bill. That's all right.
Good job.
Good shot,
All right,
Dekari.
Dekari.
What a great shot.
So Hermione here, she's left a sleeper and a little too light not to cover the pin behind it. Uh-oh, I knew that was coming from Raylan. She had the ball really high in her backswing, pretty far away from her body. That's just an indication of the ball floating up and out, and you pull it. Well, Hermione's had her share of 9-pin combinations on the right side spares. She could really make herself an adjustment on the lane, Joe, to catch more skid in the middle to keep her ball back in that pocket.
She needs to. We'll
Nice.
see if she does that.
Nice spare from Raylan. She covered the 1-2 spare after she gathered her thoughts, Bill, and made a much better shot on her spare.
Nice adjustment, that's for sure.
Nice spare from Hermione. She made the single pin. What's our time frame? What's our time frame looking like? I'd like to get it to where I'll get it all in. So on lane 3, Dean has left the washout, Bill. That's just the opposite of what a right-hander does. Dean left the head pin with the 7 pin being left-handed. Let's see if Dean can pull off Dekari's trick. He very well may. Oh,
close.
Good try, Dean.
No doubt.
So Caden's left a 9 pin. So we're gonna watch him, see if he can just stroke his ball out there with a nice smooth release and make it work. It looks like he's got it.
Got it.
Pretty fundamental that time, Joe.
Yes.
It looks to me like Caden just kind of got back in a little bit of rhythm to trust his walk and his swing, Bill, because he'd been a little bit out of rhythm.
Maybe he's gotten used to those lights.
Well, that's what we talked about, is to just focus a little bit harder,
Woo.
So Jacob pulls off a little bit of high and tight trip 4 pin, and tripping the 4 is just what the doctor ordered, because that gives Jacob has struck 2 out of his 3 frames, and his team right now is kind of cruising right along. They've got 1 open frame, but they're doing pretty good. And like we said here today, this is more about letting kids bowl with kids, have fun bowling the Baker matches, and let them have a little bit of experience of bowling on television, and that puts a little different perspective on things.
It does.
We've got some tournaments coming up that Brian Atkinson is getting together for the youth, and he likes to put Baker style bowling in that.
You're exactly right, Joe, and December 30th is going to be our first tournament to kick off our season with Brian. This is also, it's called the New Year Resolution Tournament. It's going to be a singles, but it will be a junior gold qualifier. That's Sunday, December 30th. And then we will have a February 3rd, April the 7th, and April the 28th. And the April the 7th is going to be a junior gold qualifier, with a handicap division. And also April the 28th will be a gold qualifier. So we've got a schedule for those, and Galaxy Lanes will post that schedule on Facebook so you parents can print those out and mark these on your calendar, because these events get to be pretty big.
We usually fill up the house. People like to get pre-bowled and try to get to nationals.
That's true. We always have kids from our area go to the Junior Golds, and as your kids have gone over the years, it's quite memorable trips, along with a lot of stiff competition from all over the country.
Very stiff competition. Some of these kids I've met there have 2 and 3 different coaches. Bring in I don't know how many different bowling balls to try to decide what they need for those matches. It's just unbelievable.
Sure it is. We have great coaches in our center and throughout the Kanawha Valley, and a lot of our kids, you never quit learning in the game. You never quit paying your dues, because until you can learn to make spares and read lane conditions, that's what it's all about, and just taking your game to the next level and always striving. So, but back to our tournaments, Joe. We're excited about putting this schedule together, and we fit it in between some of the high school bowling dates, so we're looking forward to seeing our kids come back to Galaxy Lanes this year. These tournaments average paying $3,000 in scholarship each, so we're excited.
Good chance for the kids to earn some money in those scholarships.
That's right, that's right. Is that her 3rd spare in a row? That's her 3rd mark in a row. That's great. She's got lane 3 kind of figured out, and she's getting comfortable over there, Bill.
She sure is.
All right, come on, guys. Let's keep it going now. Come on.
Stephen just missed.
Little team spirit here. Let's pick it up. Come on. There's
Woo,
Dean. Dean gets him a nice
right.
strike in the pocket here. Dean again was our scratch leader in qualifying, and that goes to show you right there what kind of ball Dean can really roll.
Dean's quite the bowler. He's been bowling here for quite a while now and just gets better and better all the time.
He was one of the ones that came when he was about 7 or 8 years old, and he's 11 now. And Dean's also an avid sports player, and he loves his bowling. That was a nice pocket shot. That's just one of those breaks to where the ball's just a little light and didn't drive all the way through the pins. Nice spare from Hermione. She's been making a few spares. That sleeper gave her a little bit of trouble early, and that's the one that she's missed. But Dean covered the 5-pin nicely, so we're in pretty good shape. So, Joe, our next segment for the kids is going to start Saturday, January the 5th at about 9:30. It's only a $4 membership fee for kids to have an opportunity to compete for scholarship money. And for kids that have never bowled very much, they've got as good of an opportunity or better than others, because it's a handicap basis, and it's all based on your average, and you get a handicap, and they shouldn't feel intimidated to come out and bowl. I mean, just because you don't make the baseball team or the basketball team or you're not a cheerleader doesn't mean you can bowl. Everybody can bowl. Everybody can bowl. So, for crying out loud, come out here and get your children involved in bowling.
And it's a lot of fun. You can all bowl. You can bowl with your family.
You do not sit on the bench bowling.
No, you do not.
Of course, you might not want to be too close to me, because when my kids bowl, and I'm not talking about the ones I just gave birth to, I'm talking these kids here in front of you. When they're bowling good, I'm yelling and hollering. I'm proud of them.
Everybody needs a good cheerleader, that's for sure.
Well, these kids' parents are very encouraging, as they have supported them all through their youth careers. And like I said, several of them are high school bowlers and have won our junior tournaments here, and others are upcoming to the point to where they're just great in their age groups. Very good.
And again, parental support, it's confidence, and children, kids need to develop confidence in themselves and their abilities, and a lot of that requires support from your family.
You're exactly right, and a little support goes a long ways.
Yep. Good looking dog. Wow. So Jerry, do you see any, with the holiday seasons coming up, is there, increase in business base during the holiday season? Folks kind of get out and about and like to recreate, or anything special coming up at Galaxy Lanes, holiday related? I guess we have Christmas and New Year's right around the corner.
There are, next weekend, Bill, the holidays do bring the Special Olympics to town. And December 1st and 2nd, we have a full weekend of Special Olympics. And there's over 370 athletes here in town for the weekend next week. And they'll have their singles and doubles competition here. And they start on Saturday afternoon and bowl most of the day until 6. And then Sunday morning, they're here bright and early and bowl all day till 5 o'clock.
That's great.
And you're talking about people that have fun. There's all age groups in Special Olympics, and they're bowling for gold medals. And
Yes.
And it's really something to come and watch, because there's no more competition than that, let me tell you. Trying their hearts out.
That's absolutely wonderful. Well, I believe our match is concluded here, and again, it's a great day here at Galaxy Lanes, the Saturday Youth Baker Team Qualifier here, and we're going to go ahead, I think, and take a break, do some tabulations, and be right back to close out today's shows. So we'll take a break and be right back. Stay with us.
There's only one right choice for quality tires and service. See Adam Tony Tire Pros is family owned and operated since 1980. We've been West Virginia's premier tire retailer, offering fast and friendly service. We carry all major brand tires, including Michelin. Michelin offers safe, fuel-efficient, long-lasting tires that provide exceptional performance and extraordinary value. We also offer the industry's strongest warranty package, featuring free roadside assistance, plus simple and fast financing with the Tire Pros preferred credit card. Visit us in Oak Hill or Beckley today. Online at cadamtonytires.com.
Hi, John Brenneman's here, and look at this. We have Christmas now at the depot.
Boy, these are pretty trees, aren't they?
Crickmer Farms from Fayette County supplied all the trees that we have this year. We have 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot, and can get even larger trees to make sure that you have the best of holidays. Not only do we have your decorations and your trees, but we also have these beautiful wreaths supplied by Crickmer Farms. An old-fashioned Christmas starts at the depot in Oak Hill, West Virginia. Our hours are Tuesday through Saturday from 11 to 7 and Sunday 1 to 6.
Fire Creek Barbecue and Steaks, 310 Keller Avenue, Fayetteville. Come in and discover for yourself why Fire Creek is the place to be in Fayetteville. Try our fantastic steaks and mouth-watering barbecue. You won't be disappointed. Try our Tuesday special, steak and baked potato for just $10. And Wednesday, 25 wings for $20. Thursday is pasta night. Weekend specials all weekend. Fire Creek Barbecue and Steaks, 310 Keller Avenue, Fayetteville. Our hours of operation, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Friday and Saturday, 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. Sunday, 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. Call 304-900-5505. Fire Creek Barbecue and Steaks, because nothing beats great food and good company.
welcome back to Mountain State Bowling, sponsored by C. Adam Tony Tire Pros, as we close out today's show here at Galaxy Lanes in Kanawha City. And Jerry Maxwell, what a wonderful day it's been. Again, the focus on youth bowling, the Saturday Youth Baker Team Qualifier here at Galaxy Lanes. It's been a lot of fun.
Well, like I said, Bill, these kids have bowled for 4 weeks, trying their hardest to get to the TV show. And these are the 9 of the kids that put on the best performance in their age groups. And, you know, hats off to them. They've had a lot of fun. And today was a different kind of format. So we're going to do some of these formats for them in the future in some of our little tournaments and go from there. And I think they'll enjoy it.
Absolutely. And again, a great activity, great age groups, various skills levels. Again, 3 categories or classifications of bowlers competing here today, but in their own way, everybody here today is a champion.
Exactly.
So,
all these kids.
Absolutely. So I think we're going to call up the teams, and you're going to talk to them a little bit. So let's turn it over to the kids here.
Sounds good. Well, our prep division team, Dean Kelly, Trent Naylor, and Dekari Leftwich. Guys, come close. So we had a little bit of team competition today that could be interesting for future tournaments. Would you like to do it again?
Yes, I would. It was really fun.
Cool. What did you think about it, Trent?
I liked it. I thought it was really fun.
A little bit of fun. Dekari, what did you think about it?
It was good.
So maybe something you guys would like to do again someday, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we appreciate you coming and being part of the team. Okay?
Thank you.
See you next time. Thank you all. Okay. We have our junior division, Hermione, Caden, and Stephen, all come kind of close here. So as to the other team, did you guys enjoy the format? What do you think about the qualifying here in the Baker format?
It was fine. I liked it.
How about you, Caden?
It was my first time. I didn't really understand it, so I didn't like it.
So, well, as you get a little older, this comes along for you in high school bowling too, and Hermione here, and you know, all you guys are in the junior division, so you'll have a chance to experience this soon. How about you, Stephen? You're a TV
really
champion.
It was really good.
Good. Well, we hope you guys come back and do it again. I appreciate you bowling. Okay? Thank you. All right, in our major division here, we've got Jacob, Matt, and Raylan. And Bill, these guys, they're kind of used to Baker formats as they bowl in the high school levels. And so, Jacob, what was your thoughts on today's Baker format?
I really liked the format, and I think it was really good practice for future high school tournaments.
Well, good. So you were looking forward to the next one.
Yes, sir.
Good. How about you, Matt?
Well, same thing Jacob was. That's good practice.
Good. Well, we're glad you enjoyed it. Raylan, so what did you think about the Baker format today?
I enjoyed it. I think it made it easier for all of us.
Well, it's definitely about teamwork, isn't it? So as we work toward our teams and teach these kids about what it is for teamwork and in all sports, there is no I in team. So we appreciate you all coming and being a part of it today, and we look forward to doing this again sometime. All right? Thank you all.
Okay, and again, how great is that, folks? And again, an opportunity for young people to compete and qualify, to come on the show and bowl on television. A real treat here at Galaxy Lanes. And Jerry Maxwell, I want to thank you for your commitment to the youth of the area and really what you do for this community and making youth bowling available for kids.
Well, you know, that's been a big part of my life, Bill, my whole life as I started out their age, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Well, again, it's you're never too young to start down that road, and what a great family activity bowling here, and a lot of fun at Galaxy Lanes always. And we want to thank Joanne Myers, who kind of was a guest host this evening, and again, really appreciate her taking the time to come on the show. She's quite a bowling mom.
Well, she's been a big part of it with her 2 daughters, Ellie and Hermione, and we've got a lot of bowling moms here, and some are more quiet than others, Joe has been kind of instrumental in doing our paperwork here, and hey, it's great. You know, we just appreciate them. So they come and go, buddy, as kids get older and move on to college. That's part of it, and that's the beauty of growing up as a youth bowler.
No doubt. You create all kinds of memories, and certainly your local bowling lanes are a good place to create those memories. Okay, that's going to do it for today's show. And again, we want to thank our friends here at Galaxy Lanes for hosting Mountain State Bowling. And again, our sponsor, C. Adam Tony, also very committed to youth bowling in the state of West Virginia. But to you, the viewers, we'd like to thank you all for tuning us in each week on Mountain State Bowling. And again, if you have the opportunity, bowl West Virginia. Again, thanks for tuning us in. Have a good week, and goodbye, everybody.